cold night in April 1912, the largest and most luxurious ship of its time set sail on its maiden voyage. The RMS Titanic was more than an engineering masterpiece. It stood as a testament to human ambition, a grand ocean liner designed to link distant shores and draw people closer across the seas. Its construction marked a new era in maritime history, an era of unparalleled luxury and technological advancement. But what began as a dream journey would end in one of the greatest maritime disasters in history. The story of the Titanic begins in the shipyards of Belfast, Ireland. Constructed by Harland and Wolff and funded by J.P. Morgan's International Mercantile Marine Company, the Titanic was the largest moving man-made object of its time. At 882 feet long and 175 feet high, the ship boasted advanced technology and unprecedented luxury. The ship's designers included 16 watertight compartments, and they believed it was virtually unsinkable. The Titanic was fitted with a swimming pool, a gymnasium, and even a squash court, luxuries unheard of at sea during that time.
We believe that the Titanic is practically unsinkable.
From the first-class accommodations adorned with fine wood paneling and ornate fixtures, to the third-class quarters designed for comfort, every detail was crafted to impress and to provide the ultimate in ocean travel. The Titanic was more than just a ship. It was a floating symbol of technological triumph and human ingenuity.
We spared no expense in making her as comfortable and as safe as possible.
On April 10, 1912, the Titanic departed from Southampton, England, bound for New York City. Aboard were over 2,200 passengers and crew, a mix of wealthy elites, immigrants seeking a new life in America, and the dedicated crew that ran the ship. For the wealthy, this voyage was a statement of their status. For the many immigrants aboard, it was a vessel of hope, a promise of a new beginning in the new world.
It was the most wonderful, beautiful ship that ever sailed the seas.
The first few days of the voyage were uneventful, filled with grand meals, dancing, and the luxury of a new floating world. But the ship was also a microcosm of society. The stark contrast between the opulence of the first class and the modesty of third class mirrored the world on shore. However, beneath the surface of optimism, there were signs of trouble. Ice warnings had been sent to the ship, but these were largely disregarded as the Titanic pushed forward at near-top speed, confident and unstoppable.
I cannot imagine any condition which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
On the night of April 14th, just 4 days into the journey, disaster struck. At 11:40 p.m., the Titanic collided with an iceberg. The lookouts had spotted it too late, and despite attempts to avoid it, the iceberg scraped along the starboard side. The impact was so subtle that many passengers barely noticed. But below decks, the hull had been fatally breached. Water began to pour into the ship, flooding 5 of the 16 watertight compartments. The crew quickly realized the severity of the situation. The ship's design could withstand the flooding of up to 4 compartments, but not 5. The unsinkable ship was sinking.
We must get the women and children into the boats first.
The last thing that my father said to me, it seems more dangerous for you to get onto that boat than to stay here with me. But after that, he lost his life, and we continue to live.
At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic broke apart and sank beneath the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The ship that was once a symbol of innovation and luxury was now a silent, dark wreck on the ocean floor. Over 1,500 lives were lost in the freezing ocean, making it one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. For hours, the survivors waited in lifeboats in the freezing cold, listening to the cries of those in the water gradually fade away.
It was going down a little, just slowly, not fast at all. And the night was dark, no moon, a very dark black night. All the lights in the boat were on. It's just a beautiful sight. But it was going down quietly, and the lights were going under the water as it went down. And I remember that very plainly. Yes, that was a beautiful sight and a terrible sight, because we could see that the boat was going under the water.
The RMS Carpathia arrived hours later, rescuing the 705 survivors who clung to life in the lifeboats. For those who survived, the night left an indelible mark on their memories, a mixture of shock, grief, and the sheer relief of being alive.
It was a terrible moment for everybody to face.
We couldn't help anybody. We had 65 or 70 in our boat. We couldn't help any, and it was standing room only. And we couldn't take another soul in our boat, so we rowed away as fast as we could.
The wreck of the Titanic, discovered in 1985, continues to be a subject of fascination and study. It serves as a solemn reminder of human fallibility, reminds us of the stories of the passengers and crew who set sail on that fateful night, believing in the promise of an unsinkable dream.